Hey guys, what's up? It's munclesonkey and welcome to my loot from 100 ROTS chests. So this video has been a long time in coming, and I actually mean a long time because I've been planning this one for months, but unfortunately a few months ago I did my first 50 kills of this video, but what happened is it just became too hard to find a team and I gave up on it. However, recently I've found some people to ROTS with again, so I was able to finish off the last 50 kills just throughout the past couple days and decided to make the full loot from 100 ROTS chests. So mostly in this video you're just going to see a few loots, and I unfortunately also didn't get any shields from the past 100 chests that I've done, so no major loots or anything, but it still is decent money. Also, the malevolent energy has crashed to the point where it's only a little bit over 200k per energy, so this makes it a lot worse money than back when energy was 500k per energy. But if you can average 5 minutes per kill, chest, tunnel, all that stuff, just about 5 minutes per every time you loot the chest, it can still be pretty good money per hour. I was getting about 12 or 13 kills per hour personally. Again, that's about, by the time you get back into the ROTS kill and start the next kill, your overload dose is about to wear off. So that's about where I was at, about 13 kills per hour average, which again isn't the best time. It is possible to get a lot more than that. I'm by no means a pro ROTS or anything, but I was pretty satisfied with the kill speeds that we were getting. So I only have one ROTS shield clip actually saved, but we did manage to get 2 shields. But the people that I ROTS with for the most part don't split shields, it's just keep whatever you get. So out of the 2 that we got, none of them went to me. So we got a Malevolent and a Vengeful that you'll see coming up here in just the next clip. But again, the average chest loot, you get lots of stuff like Rocktails, Onyx Bolts, Rune Plate Bodies, so you just get lots and lots of loot from these ROTS chests, and even though the energy isn't worth a lot, you can still end up making quite a bit of cash. It is kind of a shame that Malevolent energy is so cheap now, and I think it probably should raise, or people will start to use Malevolent eventually, because it's getting to the point where Malevolent is almost cheaper to use than Torva Armor, and it's quite a bit better than Torva Armor. Not increasing the DPS by a whole lot, but it definitely has a lot more armor bonus. So eventually, especially if new bosses come out in the future that you can use melee on, I think Malevolent will at some point go up again, but it's only about 22 mil or so for a set now if you make it yourself, and it winds up taking so long to degrade that you spend almost as much on Torva repair costs in the same amount of time that you would take to get a full set of Malevolent armor to degrade. So there was the Vengeful drop that we got. Again, it didn't go to me, but the guy who got it free, 11.5 mil to him, so congratulations to him. The Vengeful is the range shield, and here's a trio kill that we got. I think when someone dies and you have to either trio or duo to finish off the kill, that's where the excitement really comes in ROTS, because that increases the difficulty by a lot. So we finished off a trio there kill because one of the people died, and in the next one 2 people died, and we managed to finish off the kill duo, which I thought was really cool because this is the first time I had ever personally finished off a kill duo. I had gotten close to one before, but this is the first time that I had succeeded. So you have to both go on one side, and it's really hard when you duo because you have to concentrate and get all the brothers down really low HP, and then you have to finish them off one by one and just pray to God that you don't get a Shadow Realm, because if you get a Shadow Realm you lose the kill. So it's really important that you can coordinate, and voice chat comes in really handy there. Like 30k XP for a ROTS kill, that's kind of ridiculous. ROTS is also pretty good range XP or mage XP or whatever you're doing. If you're doing 12 chests or 13 chests an hour and you get like 15-20k per, that's a lot of XP. And there was our fastest time, and my personal record was 136 for ROTS kill. That is a bit insane. You're not going to get that fast most of the time, and that's again not the greatest time of all time. That's just my personal record, and I thought that was pretty cool. Okay, so this is my final loot from the 100 ROTS chest. Got quite a few drops in here, a lot of Onyx Bolts, which I really like to see, and 138 energy, so that goes to show that about 38% of the time you're going to get double energy from a chest. It would be cool if it happened more often, but all the energy, when we price check that, it adds up to nearly 29 mil just in energy. So that's pretty cool, and it does sell for slightly above this price. It's more like 220k, so hopefully that means Malevolent is on the rise, but we will see in the future. And then if I add everything else into there, that's about 55, almost 56 mil total. A lot of money in Onyx Bolts, a lot of money in Rocktails. Rocktails are actually surprisingly my most valuable item of all, because I got a lot of Rocktails, and you get a lot from the chest at a time. but all this stuff really adds up. Pretty much all the drops you can get from rots are really valuable, except for the Barrow's amulets, which I didn't even bother to price check because they're like 100 GP in the GE, so I just dropped them when I got them. So since I was getting about 13 kills per hour, it took almost 8 hours to finish all of this off, or about 7.7 hours total. So that ends up being 7.2 mil an hour if you divide all this, and then you use probably a couple 100k an hour on supplies. You use a lot of rocktails, a lot of overloads and stuff like that. So more the estimate is around 6 to 6.5 mil an hour profit is what I actually made, which is pretty good. It's not the greatest profit of all time. It'd be better money to do Calfight King or something like that. But in my opinion, there's no boss that is more fun than rots. That's just me. And again, I haven't done a ton of rots, so if I did, I'd probably burn out of it eventually. However, I really enjoyed this boss a lot, and even though it would be better money to do certain other things, I would much rather go here for money. And again, if I got a shield, that would increase my profit by quite a bit. The drop rate from shields is about 1 in 40 per chest, but you don't split them, so it's about 1 in 160 per individual. So unfortunately, I just barely missed out on that drop rate, but that's fine because the shields are only about 12 mil now anyway. But it would have been nice if one in happened. I will definitely be going back to rots in the future. I have more rots planned. However, this is just the first 100 chests, at least, that I kept on log myself. And heck, I got a Malevolent Kai shield on my second ever rots chest that sold for like 40 mil, so I can't be too selfish when it comes to the shields or anything. That's about all for this video, so thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for future videos. Got more loot videos in the playlist if you want to check them out, and farewell.
We'll be right back.